Hi everyone, I'm Isabella and welcome to Newly Crafted. Newly Crafted is a series where we highlight the latest updates to Etsy seller tools and features all in one place. We're continually introducing new ways to help you save time, streamline your workflow, and grow your business with confidence. In this episode, you'll hear directly from a variety of team members across Etsy as they share the latest tools and features they're working on, why these updates matter, and how you can start using them in your shop. Let's jump into our first update. If you sell personalized items, you know how many messages can go back and forth before an order is even ready to make. Tolu is here with an update designed to help with exactly that. Welcome, Tolu. Thank you so much for coming.
Of course.
All right, so give us the headline. What's new?
So, if you've used personalization settings in the past, you'll now find those under custom options. And we've improved custom options available to help sellers collect more of the personalization details they need from buyers before an order is placed.
And what's your favorite part about this update?
The potential time savings. When sellers can gather those details up front, it's designed to help them spend less time following up. And we've seen that. Listings with new custom option fields help move orders from purchase to shipment faster, so you can stay on track without extra follow-ups.
Okay, can you give us an example of how adding these fields to your listings might be useful to sellers?
Sure. If you sell something like a custom portrait, engraved jewelry, or a personalized gift, you often need specific information before you can get started. Now you can collect those details from buyers earlier in the process when they're adding their items to their cart. So you're not waiting on messages after the purchase comes through.
Okay, so less messaging and more time creating. So if a seller wants to try this out today, where should they go?
Just head to your listings manager and start editing or adding.
Thanks so much, Tolu.
Of course.
Next up, a small change that can make a big difference before you hit publish. Your listing thumbnail is often the first thing that buyers see. So Yvette is here with a new feature that helps you preview that first impression before your listing goes live.
Hi everyone.
First things first, this dress is amazing.
Thank you. It's from a Etsy shop called Off On.
Love it. Okay, back to business. Yvette, what problem were you trying to solve with this update?
Because Etsy displays photos in different formats across pages and devices, sellers haven't always had an easy way to see exactly how their thumbnails will appear.
That's so important because listing photos actually help buyers discover your items, and that's what creates that confidence so that buyers want to make that purchase.
Now it's easy for sellers to preview listing thumbnails in the listing form to see how they'll appear and make adjustments with confidence.
So where do you feel like this feature really shines?
When you want to make sure buyers see the most important details of your product exactly as intended.
I feel like every seller can appreciate that.
Exactly. Maybe your product is tall, wide, or has important details near the edge of the image. The preview lets you see how your photo will appear to buyers and make adjustments so your product is showcased at its best before the listing goes live.
So how can sellers check this out?
Thumbnail previews are live now whenever you're adding or editing images.
Now let's switch gears and talk about updates for sellers who are managing their businesses on the go. Whether you're packing and shipping orders from your home, studio, or while you're out and about, this next update is for you. Joseph is here to talk about a new Etsy seller app feature.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Good.
All right, Joseph, give us the lowdown on what you've been working on.
Happy to. So with this new feature in the app, you can scan a label purchase on Etsy and instantly open the matching order, giving you, sellers, quick access to order details, buyer information, and other key details you need while fulfilling orders.
If you're managing multiple orders at the same time and just trying to keep track of everything.
Totally. We wanted to make it easier and faster for sellers to access the information they need while they're actively shipping orders. So think about those busy days when you're fulfilling orders and got a stack of packages and shipping labels ready to go. Instead of stopping to search through your orders, you can quickly pull up the information you need just through the tap of a button. How cool.
Those small time savers, I feel like can make such a big difference.
And what it does is reduce friction for sellers, and that's what we're all about. So sellers can now get back to doing what they love sooner and with more confidence.
Okay, and where can our sellers go to find this new feature?
Well, it's live right now on the Etsy seller app. Just make sure you have the latest version and you should be good to go from there.
Thanks so much, Joseph.
Thank you, Isabella.
So we've talked about tools that help you manage your orders more efficiently. Now let's look at a feature designed to help generate more of them. Derek joins us with all the details. Welcome, Derek.
Hey, thanks.
I love your pin. I love your hat. I have like 1,000 brooches on because I couldn't pick one, but I feel like maybe like I could borrow that at some
we're
point.
kind of matching here.
Yeah. So Derek, can you tell us a little bit about what you've been working on lately?
We've recently introduced interested shopper offers, a new way to automatically reach potential customers who have engaged with your listings. Once you've set it up, Etsy automatically sends offers to eligible shoppers based on their activity.
Oh my gosh, we have so many offers now. So what's your favorite part about this one?
It's so much more proactive. Many sellers already have our other targeted offers set up, like the favorited item or
Yes.
abandoned cart offers. But we found that a lot of buyers will still view, search for, and engage with the shop's listings, but they're still not sure enough yet to do anything more. So this offer really helps sellers capture that early interest to encourage buyers to complete a purchase.
Okay, who do you think is going to get the most value out of this new offer type?
Any seller who's looking for more ways to turn browsing into buying.
And what kind of results have we been seeing so far?
Our data shows us that sellers can reach about twice as many potential buyers on average with the interested shopper offers compared to using the other targeted offers alone.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Derek. Appreciate you stopping by.
Thank you.
Next, we have 2 updates for Etsy sellers using Etsy advertising tools. A new offsite ads dashboard designed to help sellers better understand their performance. Let's welcome Ken to tell us more about it. Thanks for being here. It's nice to see you. Can you share a little bit more about what offsite ads are, just for our sellers who are maybe less familiar?
Yeah, absolutely. Offsite ads helps more buyers discover your listings across search engines, social media, and more. In fact, about 20% of Etsy buyers make a purchase through the offsite ads program.
That's a nice, helpful reminder of how buyers are discovering a lot of shops. And so while we're talking about numbers, performance dashboards aren't always the most exciting thing, but I feel like this offsite ads update is really powerful.
Yeah, I agree.
So what's your favorite new insight that our sellers can see here?
For me, it's definitely the additional visibility into traffic. Let's say you have a buyer discover your shop through an offsite ad, but doesn't purchase right away. Sellers can now better understand how those visits contribute to overall traffic and discovery even before a sale happens.
So it's not just about what's sold, it's also about how buyers found you in the first place.
Exactly.
So where can sellers review their offsite ads info?
You can find out more under the offsite ads section in the marketing tab of Shop Manager.
I'm also told that you have another update for us on the Etsy ads side from the team working on those tools. Can you tell us a little bit more?
This update is all about giving eligible sellers more control over how individual listings are advertised on site.
So who do you think is going to get the most value from this update?
It's a great question. Sellers who have different goals for different listings. Maybe you have a bestseller that's performing really well and you want to invest more in it, or maybe you have seasonal inventory that isn't a current priority, so you'd rather focus your budget elsewhere. When you set a strategy for a listing, you're telling Etsy what to prioritize for that listing. Etsy then optimizes toward that goal.
So it's really about treating products differently based on what you're trying to achieve.
Exactly. And it's something sellers have been asking for.
Yeah.
Not every listing plays the same role in a shop, so we want to give sellers more control over how they approach advertising. It is not one size fits all.
Okay, and if sellers want to explore these updates,
They can go to their Etsy ads dashboard in Shop Manager to set listing strategies, which are available for campaigns with a daily budget of $25 or more. From there, you can manage your strategies across your listings.
okay. Thank you so much for sharing these updates with us, Ken. Now for our final segment, let's look at some of the latest ways we're investing in AI-powered tools to support our sellers. Julie is here to walk us through what's new. Get on in here, Julie. So good to see you. Thank you. Of course. So Julie, there's 4 different AI updates that you're gonna walk us through, but just to get started, can you give us the big picture here?
Of course. So first, I just want to say that AI can't replace your creativity. That's what makes your shop unique, but it can help you spend less time managing day-to-day tasks, digging through data, and finding answers. And that's why we're investing in AI-powered tools that can provide more clarity, confidence, and control so you can focus more on creating and growing your business.
So what are some of the newest ways that our sellers are gonna see these updates in action?
So one example is Shop Stats summaries. Shop Stats now include AI-powered key takeaways that highlight trends in your performance data and factors that may be influencing results. And another thing we're doing is continuing to improve AI-powered support in Shop Manager. So through the support chat experience, sellers can get help with account, payments, marketing, and listing questions, and quickly find relevant Help Center resources. Another update is attribute suggestions. So Etsy can now suggest attributes based on listing details, descriptions, and photos you've already entered, helping create more complete listings more quickly and provide buyers with clear product information. And we're also currently testing a new beta version of a stats assistant that lets sellers ask questions about their shop performance and receive personalized insights and suggestions directly within Shop Manager.
I feel like having a personalized guide right alongside your shop data can also help you just uncover opportunities, make more informed business decisions along the way. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Julie. And that's a wrap on this edition of Newly Crafted. To explore these updates in more detail, check out the full Newly Crafted edition linked in this video's description. And before you go, we'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which update are you most excited to try out in your shop? And for more tips and tools and seller resources, be sure to like this video and subscribe to Etsy Success. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.